Alright, what is up, everybody? This is Zacharias. We are back again with more of Avernum 4 Green and Glory. Let's go ahead and continue. We're still in, like, this dungeon section in southeast Formello. I do have a focusing crystal here, though, so I wonder if I can go ahead and get something from that guy in Formello that would make me an item. I never really cared to do that in the original, like, remastered trilogy, though. Not gonna lie, this was quite the interesting... Ooh. This was quite the interesting fight, and I actually am gonna get a bronze sword. Iron broadsword out of that. Nice. Okay, it's too heavy to dual wield, so just gonna put that. But yeah, doing extra damage is pretty nice. Will be pretty nice. Where's this section at? Oh. But yeah, I do make it a point to explore like every nook and cranny. So, as you approach the river to the south, you see something moving just under the surface. You jump onto a nearby stone trying to get a better look. You only see it for a few seconds and never clearly. It is a huge, long serpent with huge fangs. Before you get a better view, it uses a pair of fins to propel itself down into the dark water. I actually forgot what I was going to say next here. But yeah, I think what I'm going to do, though, is after I pick up these iron javelins... Ooh. I didn't know she had that many on her. Yeah, we're getting a lot of fine leather, so there's that too. But yeah, like I said, I like to explore every nook and cranny. Because even though it's not like 100% like required or anything, and there are some parts of the game where you don't have to like explore everything, I still do it out of habit anyway, because I want to get all the loot I can. For a land of caves, Avernum has a lot of swamps. Pools of water get trapped by the ever-shifting stone, are warmed by natural steam vents, grow stagnant, and are filled with thick clumps of algae, moss, and fungus. This man hunts these swamps, tracking down lizards, valuable herbs, and other treasures of the muck. He is small, wiry, and wears clothes made of lizard skin, permanently stained a muted green. When you enter his home, he rises to greet you. Nice to meet a friendly face out here. I'm Swamp Walker Herking. He says, these are the lands I roam and forage. Are you looking to purchase some of my bounty? Can I see what you have for sale? One to unthreaten. What does unthreatening mean, by the way? I don't know. I have extra supplies I can barter. We'll sell that stuff. The swamps near here are yours? Oh, no. They are neutral ground, ready to surrender their sweet riches to those with the courage to explore them. You would not mind if I explore them? Oh, not at all. Perhaps you will find a treasure that might have been mine. Or perhaps I will become rich by stripping the gear from your partially eaten body. Such is the nature of the swamp. she is kind to some, cruel to others. Well, I'm not going to be dying, so you're out of luck there. There are riches in the swamp. Oh, yes, herbs and skins, mainly. But you never know what you will find. Adventurers have been getting themselves killed here since the early days of Avernum. Do you roam the entire swamp? No, I stay in the higher reaches, exposed to the large cave around Formello. I avoid the low tunnels. There are far more lizards down there. Big and vicious they are. Are there... Wait, what did that say again? Are there lots of lizards around here? Many of them. Virile, meaty specimens. I have successfully hunted most of them in the area, though. If you wish to hunt this game, you will have to explore the pit. Where is the pit? East of here. If you are seeking a fresh fortune, I recommend exploring there. You may become quite wealthy. He smiles coldly. Perhaps he is trying to help you, and perhaps he simply hopes that you will perish and he can loot your remains. I found a crystal down there. It made a lot of lizards attack me. Oh, really? I never would have thought anything like that would happen. How fortunate that you survived. Or unfortunate, considering the way you're talking to me about, like... I don't know, you seem very greedy to me, dude. In fact, I'll go ahead and leave you alone now. I'm going to get away from you. But yeah, and also I'm keeping in mind too that I am a fortune seeker as well, as far as my background. So only more reason to explore all I can so I can make a lot of money here in this game. I don't know what overall effect that is going to have on the story, but I would be curious to see it. Alright, I want to get back to that guy in Formello, though. Who is attacking me? Oh, a rat. Freaking rat. Wait, can rats, like, respawn? If rats can respawn, I might as well just go back to, one of the ones I already explored and take out a rat that way. Okay, this is just, like, farmers here. Herbmaster Tori. This woman has respectfully placed her potion shop a safe distance from the town and from other farmers. Then the noxious odors and clouds of smoke do not trouble them. Ventilation in caves is an eternal struggle. When you enter her shop, she sets down a beaker of bubbling blue fluid, wipes up the spill, burning a hole through her table, and says, "Ah, adventurers! My favorite sort of customer. I am Herbmaster Tori, and this is my shop. I assure you that my wares will keep you going in a tough fight. They won't make you curl up in a ball with screaming hallucinations like the brews of my competitors. Let me see your wares." Herbmaster Tori has a wide variety of different potions in stock, although she doesn't have many of each type. Oh, well, still, I'll remember this place if I need more potions. Can you make potions to order? Sometimes I do, if I am brought the ingredients. Like most alchemists, I can make a healing potion with healing herbs. Not hard, though lately I've learned an excellent recipe for a potion that restores magical energy. However, it requires distillation of a hearty quantity of spiritual and energetic herbs. I can also make a brew that shields you. It requires a smaller portion of spiritual and energetic herbs cut with fresh healing herbs. Alright, why don't we get the energy potion? Tori takes your herbs and begins to boil them down, scattering other ingredients into them as she does. After a long, complicated, foul-smelling process, she hands you your completed potion in a clay gourd. Thank you. I need to practice with that recipe. Hope it works. I don't need potions made. A pity. Anything else then? Can you tell me anything about this area? Well, you're near Formello, of course. That city is a mess. Glad I don't live there. Alas, there are also problems out here. Everyone in this corner of the Formellan Gallery has been pestered by Hericus. Where is Hericus? Not far north of here. Look for the skeletons. You can't miss them. Who is Hericus? A necromancer and a madman. He settled in nearby not long ago and started to do whatever he pleased, no matter how it affected the others who lived here. In particular, he has been waking the dead but not controlling them properly. We keep trying to get Formello to do something about it, but no luck yet. They said they're going to put a posting on their job board. Who knows if they've done it yet? Isn't necromancy illegal? Very much so. However, Avernum has too many problems right now to deal directly with such a small annoyance. Okay, let's... make sure they have energy potions, of course. Northeast Formello. I kind of want to go back to Formello, though, and Juniper's Ghost, her Master Tori, Hunt Splice Worms, Huntericus, Message to Farm, Rat Hunt, Info for Oliver, Motrax Tablets. So yeah, I have quite a few quests to do here. Where did I find another giant rat, though? Or another... Yeah, the scavenging rats respawn, so that's rather convenient. I need to head back to Formello then. Complete that quest and also see what that guy can also make for me. Wait, what is attacking me now? Another one just respawned like a... Oh, that is some booty right there. I don't want to attack one like immediately. Get out of here, rat. Nope. I don't want to attack another one. I don't need more rat tails. Ah, dagnabbit. Okay, well, let's at least make sure we're out of that section so I don't have to worry about attacking another one right away. Okay, that is actually kind of convenient, though, that they respawn. So you don't have to, like, search in, like, every nook and cranny just to look for them. Captain Graham in the barracks. The captain collects the rat tails, counts them again, mutters something to himself, and gives you a small sack of coins. If I need more help, I'll leave a note on the job board. Captain Graham, commander of the city guard, doesn't even look up at you. Busy. Job board is outside. Okay, let me check my map real quick. Okay, we don't have other stuff right now. Let me check the quest real quick. Motrax Tablets, Info for Oliver, Message to Farm, Huntericus, Hunt Splice Worms. These people can just, like, make stuff for you. Hunt Splice Worms, Juniper's Ghost. Oh, wait, let's go back to that, let's go back to Aaron's and, see what he can make for us since we have a focusing crystal. Can he make me a pair of boots? Very nice boots. With great skill, he takes the leather and cuts it into sections. As you watch, he spends an hour fashioning a very nice pair of boots for you. Then he hands them to you without saying a word. We have plenty of, I was about to say we have plenty of wood, but actually we don't. Blessed boots. Yes, it's definitely better than the ones we have, so I'm putting that on. I don't want Azrael too encumbered. Okay, so it looks like I'm going to spend some time exploring, like, more of the section here. More iron bars. Ooh, doggy. This is a large farm. It has been here for a long time, and the generations of Avernites who ran it built a large, sturdy stone house and a nice barrier to defend it. You note that a recent raid destroyed one corner of the protective fence. When you speak with one of the farmers who live here, you get a long litany of complaints about someone named Hericus. Apparently, he is a mage living to the northeast. He is crazy and causing plenty of problems for people around here. You have entered a macabre corner of the Formello region. It was a graveyard from the earliest days of Avernum, filled up and forgotten. Since then, someone has converted it into his own little necropolis. Old, dry bones and skulls, wheeled in by cart, have been scattered among the existing graves. Several skeletons aimlessly wander around the graveyard, randomly from one wall to another. They don't act like they notice your presence. Creating undead is very firmly against the laws of Avernum. Whoever lives here, they must not be right in the head to flaunt their illegal actions so openly. The skeleton does not respond to your queries. This is not surprising due to its lack of lungs or voice box. Okay. So neutral right now. When you get close to the passage to the north, one of the skeleton guards holds out a rusty blade. He tries to block your progress. The skeletons behind you start to rattle with agitation. Let the dead stay dead. But these skeletons should be no problem at all. Okay. Oh, hell no. Not gonna accept that. That's what you get, punk. Do I have a return life scroll? Oh, well, dang it. I'm gonna have to bring her back before I proceed with this. Suddenly, cave worms start to burrow out of the gravel around you. They hiss and flick the air with their tongues. Then, smelling fresh spray, they slither toward. I do not have all my party back. Are you kidding me? What the heck? Get out of here with this frequent, like, combat encounters right now. Man, I don't want to do all this right now. You know what? Actually, let's just reload. I mean, I hate to do that. I have to start all over again, but yeah, I gotta have Sabrina, so. Good lord. I mean, I don't mind all the combat. That's not it. It's just, you know, trying to get all healed up and then all of a sudden I'm swarmed with like another combat encounter. But then again, to be fair, Jeff did a great job like loading this game with plenty of content, I think. Because I don't even remember the original handling this much at all. Why are they hitting? It's supposed to be this strong. I don't have more battle disciplines at the moment, though. Let's do that. Okay, this went way better. But yeah, those zombies and skeletons were way more stronger than I thought they would be. Okay, that's just another way up. A ghoul. An aging wizard waits for you in an alcove at the rear of this cavern. Piles of old, dry bones are scattered at his feet, and his filthy robes are covered with the skull pattern. You suspect he's died on the wrong sort of mushroom far too many times. He stands in front of a row of skeletons, all holding javelins. Their eyes pulse with a sickly light. He turns to you with an arrogant look on his face, that smug confidence vanishes the moment he sees that you aren't just an unarmed farmer. Why? Why are you here? You invaded the home of Hericus, the mighty necromancer. Don't you know what horrible penalties await you for your trespass? I would like to know more about you. What is there to say? I am a mighty necromancer, surrounded by my loyal army of the dead. Those who once mocked me, they will fear my hordes. The pitiful complaints of the peasants in these parts do not affect me. The peons are there to fear and serve wizards, not pester them. You are crazy. Soon you will be dead and crazy. Come, prepare to be dead and then undead. I do not fear you. He has... Alright, what level is he? He's a... Oh, we can take him. Dang, he has a bunch of health. Y'all saw that? Dang. Alright, let's go ahead and do a battle frenzy here. Oh, I forgot I have a knowledge brew. I can use that. Oh, we gotta keep him away from Sabrina. They're gonna do a lot of damage to her otherwise. Alright, let's do that. Actually, let's make sure Dante is healed. Oh. I wish that was a cone attack so I could get them all. Thank God, a ghoul's coming up on me too. The heck? Oh, that is some BS right there. Oh, that is some BS right there. That is some BS right there. They're all going after Sabrina like crazy. Okay, let's see here. Yeah, we're definitely going to have to make sure she's healed. That is some BS right there. What the heck? Okay. She's still... We're definitely going to have to heal her when we get the chance. Come on, fight somebody other than her. Oh God, she has like no way to heal right now. Oh, that is some BS right there. That is some BS. They took out my spell. They are taking it. Rickus is doing a good job taking out my spellcasters right now. Healing elixir. Oh, this fight is a bunch of bull right now. Yeah, I'm definitely using the knowledge brew with Sabrina to get done with this. So that is some BS that she got taken out so easy. Hericus falls to the ground, slain. The local townsfolk will be safe from his monsters, or becoming his monsters. In these dark times, it seems like every nook and cranny has been infested by some insane, opportunistic monster. You hope to find someplace peaceful, but you are not optimistic. It's worth it to take out this hellhound, too. That is some BS, though. They took out my spellcaster so easily. Yeah, that is some straight right there. They took out my spellcaster so easily. And again, I guess maybe this fight was meant to be more challenging. I don't even have a return life I can use to bring either of them back right now. Ah, dang it, we have a useful spell down here too, but I can't use it because I don't have either spellcasters with Arcane Orb yet, or Conscious yet. Okay, so let's go ahead and avoid that one section that was trying to put me in the fight, though. So I do not want to deal with that right now. Yeah, Jeff did a great job, like, loading this with, like, plenty of encounters, so You have to be up on your guard, like, constantly. But yeah, I'm definitely using the Knowledge Brew on Sabrina. I actually forgot I had it until I saw it again while using items. Okay, good. Yeah, she deserves having to deal with that. The captain listens to the tale of how you evicted Hericus. You did well enough, I suppose. He says you were brought a generous bag of coins and a shiny new shield. I think that's everything I need. Now go away. Shield of Succor. Oh, that's what you get on a... Oh, dang it. It makes him go over the encumbrance, though. Alright, I'll tell you what. We're going to keep the shield, but go ahead and sell the boots and pants. That fight was freaking wild, though. Took out so easily. Or at least Sabrina and Azrael got the worst of it. Dante and Nova handled it better. Let's go back to the Hericus there, and so I can get that spell Daze. Oh, that was so stupid. They both got taken out like so easily. Freaking undead, man. Alright, gold necklace can be a store for cash. Do that. Improve knowledge of the spell Daze. Golden goblet. Girdle of endurance. I don't really care for like the kill or something like that. So I'm just gonna put that. And we killed Hericus, so there's that. Mothrax tablets, info for Oliver, message to farm, hunt splice worms. Alright, you know what? So I don't have to deal with it later, why don't we go to that section and fight those freaking worms that spawn? Suddenly, cave worms start to burn around the gravel around you. They hiss and flick the air with their tongues. Then smelling fresh feet, they see the turgid. I know. You don't have to remind me. Man, what the heck? Come on. Attacking me with these random encounters. Don't get me wrong, when I act like that, it's not me taking it out on the game. I mean, I'm definitely very much invested in the game itself. The game itself is awesome, but just frustrated with like the situation. So yeah, in case people are wondering if I'm taking it out on the game, trust me, I'm not. Yeah, messing with me, some freaking bugs. Get out of here with that. We're about to be some dead bugs here in a minute. See, that's what y'all get. Alright, I wonder if she has any more commentary about it. Hericus is gone. He won't bother you anymore. She laughs. Well, that is a relief. I had lost hope that anyone would ever rid us of that malcontent. Or however you say that. Is that how you say that? I don't even know. And maybe this guy will come into play later. I called him Timon before, but I think Timon might actually sound better for him as far as like, addressing him. Hunt splice worms. Alright, what other quest do I have now? Oh, not that. The freaking... I always get these mixed up. Mothrax tablets. Info for Oliver. Message to farm. Hunt splice worm. Oliver Motrax tablets. Where's the farm at, though? This farmer is very pleased that you've done something about Hericus. Apparently he had been causing a lot of trouble around here. You receive a nice meal and many sincere expressions of gratitude. Yeah, that was definitely a tougher fight than I was expecting. Yeah, Jeff is way more generous with the range that characters can see you steal. Because that guy's just standing right there and I was able to take like a few items there. Bronze chain coif. There's the iron. Strength training needed. Do that. When you get close to this lizard, it sniffs at you. Its stupid brain processes new information. It realizes that its master is not around, but you are. It perceives you as tasty meat. Oh yeah? Well, how about that? This was once a checkpoint and barracks to guard the exposed farms of Formello against whatever scuttles through the caves to the north. Avernite soldiers have abandoned this outpost, however, and brigands have trashed it. Fortunately, there are no signs of battle or bloodshed. The soldiers moved out before the raiders moved in. Still, really not a good sign. Oh yeah. Okay, I like how these rats didn't mind that I was in here. Crude halbert. The iron spear I have is still... Oh, no, I don't want to do that. Wait, was there a lockpick on the ground here? Oh, just a broken sword. Okay. I'm getting a lot of bags of meal right now. Hopefully there is some of that as a quest item too. Newman. There is a man sitting behind this table sewing. There are a lot of lights in the room. The weekly fluorescent fungus that lights most of Avernum is not adequate for his work. He smiles at you, happy to see a customer in this difficult time. I am Newman, a tailor by trade. How can I help you? Can you tell me something about this area? Just that if you keep heading north, you'd better be armed. The caves around where the old dragon used to live aren't safe. Bandits, you know. There's a dragon? There was. Noble old Motrax before the Empire murdered him. Now his tunnels are just full of monsters and pests. Avernum cleans them out, then more move back in. Did you know that the checkpoint to the east was abandoned? He sighs. I did. There is a fear in these lands. It settles down on all of it. All are infected. The soldiers who are supposed to protect us, they gave in to it. Aren't you scared to be here alone? He smiles and turns a bit in his seat. You see he has a broadsword at his table. Of course I'm scared. Doesn't change anything. You're a surfacer, so you can't understand. Understand what? Someday the killers might come. They always do.
Then, before they kill me, I will kill one of them. That makes the point. The point? The point is that bullying Avernites isn't free. If you attack us, there's always a chance you might die. Give this message enough times, then we will stay free. Is there a good place to rest around here? He shrugs. Safe places to rest are rare. I haven't used the back room since I lost my wife. I sleep at my table now. I'll watch you while you rest for 10 coins. Alright, deal accepted. You are able to get a good rest in Newman's bedroom. It's dusty and a little moldy, but you get some winks. Alas, no meal is provided. Alright, let me see your... Newman threads the needle and smiles. Would you like anything else? I do tailoring for all professions. Ooh, shining silk robe. I might actually get that for a silken hood. The one I have is already better, but I definitely want that robe for Sabrina. I want to sell something. And I don't know what unthreatening means, but I do have that now. This farmer is desperately determined not to talk to strangers. All you get out of her is a sincere request that you stop snooping around in her house. Atria. You deliver the letter to Atria. She is very pleased to get it. As expected, she gives you a very modest tip, plus an apple. There is an elderly woman up here, well into her 50s. She is rocking back and forth and peacefully staring into the fire. She says that her name is Atria. Though you have broken into her home, she is happy to have someone to talk to. Once she sees that you aren't bandits or raging Nephilim, she chats with you for a while about the caves and about happenings outside. You have a strange, scattered conversation. It's more than her age. She looks out the window at the city of Formello to the southeast. Its lights faintly visible through the mist. It hypnotizes her. Sometimes she shudders in fear. Eventually, she nods off. You back away quietly. You hear chanting. Whoever is making all that racket, they are trying to be quiet, but the sound echoes to you easily. A perfect thing to do if you want to attract every monster in Avernum. Because of the echoes, it takes a minute to identify the source. The sound comes from a passage to the south. The leader of the small band of pilgrims wears beautiful robes, fresh from the surface and only lightly stained by travel through the underworld. The middle-aged man inside them is pure surfacer, fresh-faced, optimistic, and dreams as yet uncrushed. He is standing at the edge of a chasm, peering down into it, depending on the best course of action. His flock of pilgrims watches him nervously. They whisper to each other reverently. They are all armed, but perhaps not well enough for where they are or how little attention they are paying to their surroundings. It doesn't help that they are all chanting. They're trying to be quiet, but thanks to Avernum's echoes, it's pretty loud. Eventually, one of the pilgrims notices you. It takes quite a while. They pass the news of your arrival around until it reaches a man by the chasm. He turns to you. When the man sees that you mean no immediate harm, he smiles. Welcome, warrior. I am Dreadmore, leader of our humble band of pilgrims. You are in luck. You can now watch our sacred ceremony. All are welcome. If you keep making that much noise, you're going to get killed. What? Really? Oh, that never occurred to us. Thank you, friend, for sharing the knowledge of Avernum. We came to learn after all. A ceremony? The pilgrims all nod in unison. A holy ceremony, the point of our pilgrimage. A quest for deep knowledge, figuratively and literally. We are happy to answer your questions before we commence. Where are you from? Our pilgrimage has led us from the surface world to here. Our questions were not to be answered in the light of the sun, only in the rocky bosom of the deep earth. How did you get here? We used the portal from the surface. We arrived near your tower colony. Then we began our quest. Were you aware that Avernum was having a spot of trouble? Alas, the information we had before we came to Avernum was incomplete. We didn't know that you were being overrun by nightmarish terrors. Yet, knowing would not have stopped us. We are on a pilgrimage. We cannot be stopped. The pilgrims don't seem sure about this. Had any problems traveling through Avernum? None at all. We found where the points of greatest of dangers were, and we journeyed around them. Whatever happens, we can defend ourselves. How can you defend yourselves? We are protected by purity and goodness. Also, weapons. The pilgrims show you a motley collection of knives and spears. They aren't skilled in their use, but down here, they'll learn soon enough. Dreadmore the pilgrim stands at the edge of yet another remote, deep chasm. Despite all the setbacks, the fanatical gleam in his eyes is not faded. He will hear the voice of the world or die trying. Alas, skills for surviving in this harsh underworld have thus far escaped him. I would love to know about your pilgrimage. Gladly. We are on a quest for knowledge, for wisdom. We live in the world and we want to hear what it has to say. We come to Avernum to hear the dramatic pause. Voice of the world. You are just looking for a voice, not a nice relic or something? A relic? Like a magic item or something? No, we risk everything for a reward far greater, the wisdom of the world itself. Why did you come to the underworld to hear the voice? Because the surface was too bright, too noisy, too far from the world's heart. We have learned, through great effort, that the world's voice comes from its very core. Thus we come closer to the world's core to hear it. It's simple science. Why do you want to hear the voice of the world? The world is huge, and a stone has seen all the knowledge and wisdom ever gained here. We think, if one only bothered to ask, the world would speak and say some of what it learned. We will ask, and we hope the world answers. What sort of wisdom can the world give you? We don't know. It's sure to be a wonderful surprise. We can't wait. Do you think you'll get power or wealth? Dreadmore shrugs. Well, we'll get wisdom, then it will be our job to use that wisdom to better all decent people. If this process results in us getting power or huge piles of money, I suppose we won't complain. Also, we had to take a sizable loan to pay to use the portal down here, and that needs to be paid back. I've been down here a while. I've never heard about any talking chasms. Perhaps that is just because none of you ever took the time to listen. The pilgrims nod sagely. So, what sort of ceremony are you about to perform? It is very simple. We're by a huge chasm, a direct channel to the heart of the world. We will humbly ask the world for guidance. We will wait its answer. Of course, we welcome your help. You want my help? If possible, we can even pay a token amount from our remaining funds for your presence. Why do you want my help? We are a small group and our competence with weapons is incomplete. If our questioning draws unwelcome attention, we will be glad for your presence. Also, if the world does speak, you can share in its wisdom. Fine, go ahead and start your ceremony. Excellent. We are so grateful. Preparations begin. Dreadmore walks to the edge of the pit. The pilgrims line up behind him. There is a long pause. Suspense is heavy in the air. Dreadmore leans over the chasm. Then he shouts, "Hello, world! We are down here to talk to you. We want to share in your wisdom. Dum, 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 dum." His voice echoes back and echoes again and again. The cacophony radiates down the tunnels in all directions, alerting everything, friend or foe. The echoes make your head ring. At least they don't cause a cave-in. Then Dreadmore leans over the chasm, waiting for a response. He gets one in the form of huge, rapacious flying animals. Ah! The pilgrim shout. Bats! The voice of the world is bats! What kind of people are these? At least they seem like they can fight decently. The bats have been defeated. The pilgrims wander in circles, shocked by the utterly predictable disaster they have endured. And yet, Dreadmore has maintained his cheery demeanor. He motions for you to speak with him. Dreadmore the pilgrim stands at the edge of yet... Oh. So, no voice of the world. I guess you'll be leaving Avernum soon? Dreadmore shakes his head. Not at all. The problem is simple. This chasm is too small and too shallow. Also, there is only one chasm. We have learned of a land near your tower colony where there are many chasms. We will try again there. Right, my friends? The pilgrims nod with great enthusiasm. Our journey begins. Thank you so much for your help, friend. Perhaps we will meet again. Before I go, it gives you a potion. From our private stock, a humble reward but reflects our gratitude. Come, friends. The road awaits. They pack up. Soon they are gone. Okay, well that was an interesting, encounter. Okay. Let's go ahead and give this energy potion to Azrael. Alright, let me check the quest here. Motrax tablets, info for Oliver, hunt splice worms, leather worker errands, her master Tori, Juniper's ghost. Alright, first I'm going to do the splice worms. But we are going to go ahead and resume this in the next part, so I'll see you all until then.